The Justice League has always stood as a symbol of hope, justice, and unity. They've faced countless cosmic threats, battled world-ending crises, and defended Earth from villains who sought to unravel the very fabric of reality. But sometimes, the most dangerous battles aren't fought against alien invaders or rogue gods. Sometimes, the darkest battles take place within the hearts and minds of the heroes themselves, where the line between right and wrong becomes disturbingly blurred. In 2004, the DC Universe was rocked by a shocking revelation, one that changed how we viewed our greatest heroes forever. This wasn't the kind of event that brought the multiverse to the brink of destruction, but it shook the very foundation of the Justice League. It wasn't an epic war or a cosmic calamity, but a chilling murder mystery. It was a story of betrayal, of secrets long buried, and of trust broken beyond repair. The event? The infamous miniseries Identity Crisis, written by Brad Meltzer. At the heart of this grim story was the tragic death of Sue Dibney, the beloved wife of Ralph Dibney. Better known as the Elongated Man, Sue was a central figure in Ralph's life, the love of his life, and her murder sent shockwaves through the superhero community. But this wasn't just any murder. It was brutal, savage, and deeply personal. Sue was found dead in her apartment, her body horrifically burned. But that wasn't all. She had been pregnant at the time of her murder, a detail that made the investigation even more heartbreaking. The Justice League immediately rallied to find Sue's killer. Heroes who had saved the world countless times now faced a crime far more intimate. It wasn't an alien invasion or a villain trying to conquer the planet. It was one of their own, under attack. And what the investigation uncovered shook the League to its core. As the Justice League delved deeper into the mystery, one name kept coming up: Dr. Light. He had always been a dangerous adversary, but years ago, Dr. Light had committed a crime so heinous that the League knew they had to take drastic measures. Years earlier, aboard the Justice League's satellite headquarters, Dr. Light had assaulted Sue Dibney. It wasn't just a physical attack. It was a violation of everything the League stood for. And it left the heroes with a chilling dilemma. What do you do when justice doesn't seem like enough? The League, especially a core group of heroes, decided they couldn't let this happen again. They couldn't risk Dr. Light targeting Sue or any other loved ones in the future. So, they did something drastic. Something no one would ever expect from Earth's mightiest heroes. They voted to have Dr. Light's memories erased. And not just erased, altered. They used Zatanna's powerful magic to turn Dr. Light from a dangerous predator into a bumbling fool. They stripped away his threat, turning him into a joke in the eyes of the villain community. But in doing so, they crossed a line that could never be undone. Zatanna, one of the most powerful sorceresses in the world, cast a spell that changed Dr. Light forever. In an instant, his memories of the assault were gone, and his dangerous edge was dulled. The Justice League had taken justice into their own hands, manipulating the mind of a villain to protect their loved ones. But as dark as this was, it wasn't the end of the story. No, this was only the beginning of the League's descent into moral ambiguity. You see, Dr. Light wasn't the only one who was affected by this decision. There was another person who had witnessed the mind wipe, someone who wasn't supposed to be there. That person was none other than Batman. Batman, ever the vigilant detective, had stumbled upon the League's plan. He had seen what they were doing to Dr. Light and was horrified. For Batman, a man who lived by his own strict code of justice, the idea of tampering with someone's mind, even a villain's, was crossing a line that should never be crossed. He believed the League's actions were a dangerous overreach of their power. In Batman's eyes, they were no longer heroes. They were manipulators, controlling the very fabric of reality to suit their needs. And Batman, being who he is, wasn't about to let this go. But the League couldn't risk Batman exposing their secret. If the world found out what they had done, it would tear the Justice League apart. So, they made a choice that would haunt them forever. Zatanna, under pressure from the other members, did the unthinkable. She erased Batman's memories of the incident. She used her magic to wipe the world's greatest detective's mind clean, leaving him completely unaware that the League had tampered with his moral compass. In that moment, the Justice League betrayed one of their own. They had crossed a line not just with a villain, but with a friend, an ally, someone who had fought by their side for years. And while Batman's memory of the event may have been erased, his instincts were not. Even without remembering what happened, Batman knew something was wrong. Slowly but surely, his brilliant mind began to unravel the truth. And when he did, the fallout was catastrophic. The revelation that his own teammates had wiped his mind fractured Batman's trust in the League. For a man like Batman, trust is everything. He works in the shadows, relies on his instincts, and has built a career on knowing every possible threat. To find out that the people he trusted had turned on him in such a personal, invasive way was a betrayal like no other. And that betrayal didn't just end with Batman. It sent shockwaves through the entire superhero community. The Justice League's decision to erase memories wasn't limited to Batman or Dr. Light. Zatanna had done the same to others. Martian Manhunter, for example, had his mind altered to forget the darker, more dangerous thoughts he had picked up telepathically. His mental powers made him a potential liability if he ever picked up secrets the League didn't want revealed. So, once again, Zatanna was called upon to tamper with someone's mind, this time a fellow hero. And then there was Catwoman, one of Gotham's most notorious criminals. Catwoman had always walked the line between good and evil. But did you know that her shift toward becoming more of a hero wasn't entirely her choice? That's right, the Justice League had manipulated her too, in an effort to steer her away from a life of crime. Zatanna altered Catwoman's memories, pushing her toward the path of redemption. The Justice League wasn't just protecting the world. They were reshaping it, one mind at a time. But the League's secret didn't end with individuals. They also targeted entire groups. When the secret society of supervillains learned the secret identities of the Justice League members, the League once again turned to Zatanna to erase their memories. They couldn't risk their identities being exposed, so they used magic to protect their own secrets, no matter the moral cost. The dark secret at the heart of the Justice League isn't just about their decision to control Dr. Light. It's about control itself. The power to rewrite minds and reshape lives, to protect their own interests at any cost. But as we know, with great power comes great responsibility. And for the Justice League, the cost of that power was the trust they had built as heroes. Their actions left scars that would haunt them for years to come. And the question remains, can heroes who manipulate reality ever truly be called heroes? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Justice League's hidden past, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another revealing story from the world of superheroes.